Software engineering talent, really tech talent in general, is absolutely critical for us. I mean, that's what we are. We're a tech company. So here what you're going to see is some footage behind the scenes of us just jamming it out, trying to figure out how best to structure our engineering side, how many engineers we need, what type of cost structure, but what type of velocity we need to have as an output as well. In this session, you'll see a little bit of that back and forth between myself and some of our leadership.
Peter Rex is a real estate entrepreneur who's creating the next trillion-dollar business. In this vlog, for the first time, you'll get to see behind the curtain of how a tech empire is built from the ground up. Creating technology to serve real estate owners and operators, Pete will show the meetings that no one else will show you, reveal how startups are actually built, and what being a tech entrepreneur is really like. Welcome to Tech with Rex.
I mean, honestly, like a light squad with good engineers should be able to crush.
Yep.
Like one engineer with the designer and product manager should get a lot done.
Ooh, that's going to be really tough.
Yeah, but they can still get a lot done.
Yeah, in general, what we try to have is like an onshore and then at least a front end and a back end offshore. So that's sort of like that's where you get to 3.
Yep.
And then a fourth comes in usually with like any particular application. It's either going to lean more heavily front end or lean more heavily back end. So we may add another in whichever of those areas to try to offset so that they have a little more capacity. And that's where most of them get to about 4 engineers and we cut them off.
You try to get 4 local engineers?
No, it's a mixture because we keep costs down.
Well, I'll just trust you guys to figure out how to mix things up, Okay. It comes down to quality, and then after that, the second thing is just velocity. Yep. How much can people execute? If we can get people to overlap time zones better, man. Yes. I read a book on the weekend called just about remote work, trying to optimize, trying to figure out that. But one of the points they made on there is you need to at least have a 4-hour overlap to have effectiveness.
Exactly, and that's a requirement.
If you can't have it, it's just like forget about it. So I think we got to have these guys working at their time, 8 p.m. or so. That way it starts at around 10 a.m. our time.
And I think the overriding point here is that we don't expect the teams to get larger until the organizations grow to a point where they need more people.
Yeah.
We're still going to keep talking to people, though. You don't ever want to be like running like the minimum number of people you need in order to function, because then somebody takes another job and you're hosed for a month.
Yeah.
So you always want to have a tiny little bit of slack, but just sort of the minimal amount to be able to survive a shock.
Yeah, one thing I just say is until a group finds market, keep them very constrained. They really, one designer, one product manager, one engineer. That's it. Let them find market.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty ruthless, but I think it's fine. Once you know we have market with something, then we should build the heck out of it.
Well, and there's so much symbiosis between our front end and our back end in the stack that we're building in that pretty much anyone coming in who has familiarity with the back end can function on the front end and vice versa.
To summarize on like a constrained company, then if we have one like insanely good lethal engineer per small company, that's what I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. And you can get the equivalent via one junior guy and 2 external ones, and it's the same cost. And that's it. And however you want to spend that, you guys spend it however you want. But then we just keep people at bay a little bit until we know they're hitting market, and like that's confirmed with like Joe to Mike and stuff. And it looks like it's looking like a green light. Then you just recommend it up. Hey, we should get more people in.
Sounds good.
Thank you for watching. You get to see the inside scoop on how technology is actually built and be a part of this rocket ship. Be sure to spread the word and keep following us. Thank you.